This is my family tree that I made with the post-it boards. This is me right here standing. As I pull this camera this way, it's gonna be my father, though my mom, my mother. You quite get here, Lee Brown, yeah, and then my mom is Elsie Totsoni Brown, yeah. These photographs were taken in 1966, not from 1965 and 1966. Yearbook from Wingate High School in Wingate, New Mexico, east of Gallup. We were a junior in high school. Starting with my mother, my grandma, Masaniki. Now by Helen Lee Totsoni. Totsoni is her married name. Her original name before she got married was Helen Lee Begay. In 1930s records. That was what I found. She was the Kia'ani. So you go by your clan from your mom's side of the family. Tower in the house clan. My mom's dad, they give my che. George Totsoni. It's a bit of water clan. Napa Lee, Napa parents again. Is what a son she kind of like a reddish appearance from her face. Kia'ani clan. She passed away when she was very young, while rearing a rock and a big tree limb fell on top of her. But she had many, her and her sisters had owned a lot of horses and livestock. Nana husband, Huskin, Bataga, was a many goats as a son of clan. Yeah. I don't have any photograph and I don't have any kind of formal records. Yeah. But my grandma was adopted, but she grew in the household. She grew up most in the household of Chahatani became as a grandpa. But he ended up being serving as a fatherly figure. That's why the records to show as father instead of grandpa. My grandma Piche, like she, his name was Chahatani Begay, or No Cowboy Hat Begay. Mom's name is the grandma Gia Asatso. But Chahatani, I think he had two wives. So he had some kids, so her last name Begay. Chahatani Dalia. But there's Gorman. There's other name children that he had to take care of a long time ago. He's Ayakini clan, Hopi clan. We usually don't use Kisani in place of Hopi. We usually prefer Ayakini. George Hudson Nanya, my Chegi, grandpa, parents, Asatso, Naz, and Todichini clan. She's the one that, and her sisters were responsible for that Kaya, the land, Balak, underneath the Balak area at Leicester area. Other great grandpa, what's that? Huskin Totso in Naz. It was a big water clan. He was also named Huskin Ayon Snadziki, a very tall man. As far as I can go, yeah, and that's on my mom's tree. None of my father get home. Parents again. The mom again, Magnali grandparents. The biological parents again home. Rita Little Bright. She was a many goats as a son of clan. Although the Nally grandpa, John Bryant, a cottage in a bit of water. The many goats as a son again. So starting with Rita Little Bright, the parents, yeah, her parents again were Bert Little. Bert Little there's a total of 24 sibling brothers and sisters. Many of them, the last name is Small Canyon, Dahlia. But for some reason, I don't know, his last name is Little. While almost all of his brothers and sisters, their last names are Small Canyon. So Bert Little's wife, Ita Nelson, that she passed away in 1950s in a car accident. She was a mini goats clan. Bert Little's clan is a Shinho Assault clan. If you go back home, Ida Nelson, my parents, Israel Big Man. The son, the guy. But he's a son of clan. The mom's a white haired woman. No, the parents, they go back. There's at least 3 photographs. A son found salt, yeah. And she lived a very long life, and she lived with her great granddaughters for a long time. She lived with her son too, Ernest Nelson. That's the son. She had a grandson called Alfred Nelson. Alfred Nelson and Ernest Nelson, their nephew, uncle, maternal uncle relationship. They were leaders at Chateau, Arizona, in schools and chapter house. So his son is another parents. That's a card. And the son of Bernard, her eyes, red eyes. The father, that's a card. That had a big, thick mustache, spread out. Another parents like George Valletta. Other son, petit, the guy, lady with white hair. This information here is taken from an instructor from Navajo instructor. I think his name's Small Cannon. Now I go back to mine. Another grandpa on the Kudoi. You go up. John Bratt, the parents is Philip Bratt. Now created that clan, that Mexican clan, was also known as Best Ozer because my uncle, Jonathan Bratt, his name was Best Ozer Banala. Todich Itney, it's a Bratt was a Todich Itney Bitterwater clan, and it's the same means a rock formation with a hole, and there's water in that hole on the ground. I don't know, it's a Bratt. But mom, Nellie Donald, or she was also known as Mini Goats, Mary Mini Goats. She was a Todich in the Hashka. Kate's father's name's Huskin John. He had like 5 wives. That's why there were a lot of kids. That's a white corn clan. That's how to correct that spelling. That's Asia, Tapa, Edgewater, and Zoni. These are the clans of Huskin. Nana from Bert Little's parents. Lena married in this cheese pine tree. Bert Little's father is Sayitni Yazipiyat. Sayitni coming from Canyon Deshay area. He was the son of Sayitni Yaja. And the wife is a son Nez, tall woman, a Tapa clan, and Todich Itni, the parents. These are clans that came from. Nano married in this cheap parents, they quite has been in this cheap and a she long sought of the parents here. And has been in this cheap and a son were siblings. We go back. White man killer Charlie City, I thought son she could Hashkashana and a son Nazi. These are the father was very strict man, very harsh words. The lady equal to A, she was a very tall lady. None of the other grandparent equal to A at Satinez and a son, He's a make silversmith in that and work with me silversmith. Say it never yet. They say it Yaja was the father and the son is. Although say it so is the grandpa from usually from Canyon Deshay Chinny area. The wife is a son of grave. Told each in the clan they might excuse me clan You got the son is the parents son but then. Although has teen is a son.